In sunshine and in rain, they had waited, some for almost 2 days. Right along the route, there were groups and parties, encampments and picnics, for they were all determined to see.
1953 post-war Britain was pretty drab.
Nothing was going to stop them getting a good place.
There was still rationing. The country was ready for a boost.
Prince Charles was obviously up early to have a look too. And now, Her Majesty, looking radiant in her wonderful gown, leaves the palace. In a moment, with her husband by her side, she will be driving out on her way to coronation, past the biggest and most enthusiastic crowds London has ever known.
Behind the scenes, a young 27-year-old Queen was getting ready to dazzle on the world stage and inject a splash of colour.
As the golden coach appears in view for the first time, the long planning, the careful rehearsals, the flurry of preparations, all have reached their fruition in this dramatic opening of a dramatic and historic occasion.
Millions of people lined the route to Westminster Abbey, some with periscopes to see the full pomp and ceremony, others clinging to statues to catch a glimpse of the Queen.
Down Northumberland Avenue to the embankment.
This was an area reserved for tens of thousands of school children. They're so excited that even the black and white footage seems to jump through the screen.
The Queen had a special smile for them, for indeed they will be the new Elizabethans.
From the roaring of the crowds outside to the solemnity of Westminster Abbey. Thousands of members of the establishment were inside, in all their finery. The coronation is a deeply religious ceremony dripping with historic ritual.
The Archbishop of Canterbury addresses the congregation.
Sirs, I here present unto you Queen Elizabeth, your undoubted Queen.
But there was something very modern happening. For the first time, and against government advice, the Queen agreed to have cameras inside the Abbey. More than 27 million people crowded round newly bought TV sets to watch the service live. It would have looked like this, but it marked the coming of age of television.
The climax of the ceremony has arrived, when the Archbishop gently sets this splendid emblem on the Queen's head.
A 4-year-old Prince Charles watched on. Just like his mother, he was to witness one coronation and be the recipient of another.
Queen Elizabeth II passes from the Abbey, consecrated and dedicated to her life work by the solemn and hallowed ritual of coronation.
The Queen emerged from the Abbey to find the heavens had opened.
There was only one fault to find with this tremendous day, the weather, and that indeed behaved shamefully. But driving rain that would normally have sent everyone scurrying to shelter was completely ignored.
Well, they didn't want to miss this show.
Men from all corners of the Commonwealth, men of all races and creeds, marching in honour of their Queen.
Nearly 40,000 servicemen and women from around the Commonwealth joined the Queen's 5-mile parade home. That evening, the Queen broadcast this reflection on the events.
As this day draws to its close, I know that my abiding memory of it will be not only the solemnity and beauty of the ceremony, but the inspiration of your loyalty and affection. I thank you all from a full heart. God bless you all.
These pictures of the official beginning of the Queen's reign are perhaps more poignant.
The final scene.
Now that it is over. The little boy waving by her side will wave on this balcony again. In living memory, coronation has only meant one thing and conjured these images. Now new ones will be added to our collective history.
And so, this day of days most memorable comes to an end.
Yasmin Bottleby, ITV News.
The new Elizabethan age, an age in which the love and faith and hope of all the Commonwealth rest on the slim shoulders of the beautiful Queen who has just been crowned.